everybody! I just finished teaching for the day, and one of my students had an interesting question that I wanted to share with the rest of you. My student Jing asked me about a mother and a daughter that she heard speaking, and it was an American mom and American daughter, and the mom corrected her daughter's English. The daughter said, "Oh my God." And her mom said, "Don't say, oh my God, say, oh my gosh." Who is gosh? So I wanted to explain that to you a little bit today. If you live in the United States, if you're learning English, you hear a lot of people saying, oh my God, OMG, sometimes, oh my gosh. And the reason that you need to be careful sometimes with oh my God is because it can be considered a little bit offensive. The reason for this is that it's part of Christianity, the religion that follows Jesus Christ. And the United States is still a very Christian country. Even if we do have separation of church and state, all of our presidents have been Christians, and our culture is kind of based around it. So I myself am not a Christian, but we need to respect what those people think. And saying, oh my God, can be a bad thing, can be offensive. Christians believe in 10 rules called the 10 Commandments. And these are some very, very old rules. They were brought down a mountain by a man named Moses. And there's a very famous movie about this starring, I think it's Charlton Heston. It's like a big, big deal. So all Christians know the 10 Commandments, and they follow these rules. Most people in America know some of the more important ones, such as thou shalt not kill, which means don't kill people. We should follow that a little bit more. We got a lot of guns. Or another rule is thou shalt not commit adultery. Don't worry if you didn't understand that. This is old English. We don't talk like this anymore. Thou shalt not commit adultery means don't cheat on your wife or husband. You can't cheat. One of the main rules of the 10 Commandments is thou shalt not take, I need to get the words perfectly right. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. I feel like a preacher. Or in simple English, don't use God's name in vain. In vain means to use it in a way that is meaningless or empty or worth nothing, worthless. So for Christians, you should not say, oh my God, when you're talking about something small, something really unimportant. I think it's okay to use it when it's something really big, something very, very important. But to stay on the safe side, it's better to say, oh my gosh. Gosh is just a cute word to avoid saying God. So, for example, you probably shouldn't say, oh my God, I'm out of coffee. Because why would my coffee be important to God? We need to be very respectful. We should think about how important he is. Again, these are not my beliefs. This is the Christian belief. But I think we can all agree that something that big and that powerful deserves some respect. So you could say, oh my God, if I told you I've been in a car accident, you could say, oh my God, are you okay? That's something very serious. But if you break a nail, maybe stick with something like, oh no, oof, this sucks, and not bring God into it. So basically, some people can think this is disrespectful. It's not a huge issue in the language. If you're still saying, oh my God, or OMG, it's okay. But pay attention to what people are saying to you. Some people can be very offended by that. Another example of taking the Lord's name in vain is the expression Jesus Christ. Now, Jesus Christ is the man that they created the religion about, and he's basically like God, or maybe he is God. I think he's both. I think he is God's son and he is God. Anyways, that's for someone else to teach you. But you shouldn't say Jesus Christ as an expression if someone is offended by it. I actually got in trouble in middle school. I got a detention for saying Jesus Christ. I'm not religious. What happened was I was saying it in a way like, I can't believe this. I got my school pictures, and I had previously had very long hair. Then I got my hair cut short. So when my picture came to me, I saw it and said, Jesus Christ, my hair was long back then. And my teacher sent me to the principal's office, and I was not allowed to go to school for a day. It was so embarrassing. It was so bad for me because my family, we were not devout Christians. We were not serious about religion. So to my parents, it didn't matter. I could say Jesus Christ, oh my God, oh, and they didn't care. But it's good to know why some people care about it. There are some fun solutions for this, some fun substitutions, like for oh my God, you can say OMG. It's a fun way to type it, kind of internet slang. We've also got oh my gosh. Now, gosh, it's just a funny word. No real meaning behind it. With Jesus Christ, there are some substitutions. They're also kind of silly and fun. Like, I've heard a lot of people say Jiminy Crickets. Jiminy Cricket, you might recognize this cartoon character from Pinocchio. He was the little cricket in the movie. So some people like who are very Christian, they won't say, oh, Jesus Christ, what's wrong? They'd say, Jiminy Crickets, where have you been? I was looking up this list. It's really funny because, and I'll link it in the comments. It's from, I think, the Chicago Tribune. And they listed gee willikers as a substitution. Don't say this word. Don't say gee willikers. This is what a little boy in the 1950s would say. And in the article, they just said, this one is stupid. Another substitution of short for that is gee whiz. So if I had a drink of my coffee and it's really good, I could say, gee whiz, this is good coffee. But that would also make me sound like a little boy from the 1950s. Another fun substitution, the one I actually used to say as a kid for substitution for Jesus Christ as an exclamation, as taking the Lord's name in vain. My classmates and I would say cheese and rice, which when you say it fast, it sounds pretty funny. Cheese and rice. So we would be like, oh, cheese and rice, this coffee is hot. I think that some Christians would be offended by that as well because it sounds so much like Jesus Christ. It might be making fun of the Lord instead of taking his name in vain. So I think it's okay for you to keep saying OMG, oh my God. I would stay away from saying Jesus Christ as anything other than the name of that man who the religion was created for. And if you need to express yourself, try to find some different words that could be offensive to no one. You could say, oh, wow, or amazing, great, cool, or for bad things, oh, terrible, oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Why? Oh, no. There's a lot of things that you can substitute, and then you don't have to worry about offending anyone like that mom who was correcting her daughter. Now she won't be upset that you are taking the Lord's name in vain. So thank you so much for listening, and thank you, Jane, for the question. If you guys have any questions at all, please just send me a message, comment on the video, and I will try to make another video answering your questions about English. Also, please do me a favor and like my video and subscribe to my channel, because the more subscribers I get, the more time I can spend making awesome videos. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.